Hey guys, sorry for the black screen. The game is just like deciding to just fuck with the camera is just deciding to fuck with the game. But yeah, so today's a new event and today's a new video, and I already know that I'm late to the event, so sorry about that. So this is the Ashura event and the Hashirama event. So this is pretty interesting actually because this is a new dungeon with new keys. For those of you who don't know, the zombie trials are part of the Uzumaki clan keys, and like you need to get all those clan keys like in the shop. And now you can apparently get the Otsutsuki secret clan key, so that's pretty cool. So I'm going to be getting about 210 of the Otsutsuki clan keys, and throughout the video, I'm just going to try those 10 times, 210 times. And then now I just got the Uzumaki clan secret clan key, so I just wasted quite a bit of, well, not wasted, but used up quite a bit of gold, as you can see, 36k, 33k, I mean. So it should be interesting to see just what I can get. The video itself is probably not going to be long enough to show everything that I do get, but I will more than likely just be like a, tell you guys like what I get and stuff like that, basically. So Asura sleeve, for Sukage's ninja suit. I really do doubt that I'm gonna get a full Asura, just because of the fact that, what do you call it? Yeah, see, yeah, I need to get, okay, I can get one Asura and I can get the skills too. So it's gonna be cool. So let's go to item shop and buy. Let's see, how many tries do I get? So this is the for the ancient Morse. Okay, 210. What can I buy for like 10k that I'm gonna use? I'll just buy like 80. No, let's see, yeah, 80 Otsutsuki keys for like the next time, because that's basically gonna be menu goal. So it's 80, and I already got that, and I can get the. Okay, yeah, there we go, perfect. Thank God for quick math and lucky guesses. Anyway, so okay, here's Asura. That's pretty cool. All right, let's see what this guy can do. Oh yeah, so for those of you who don't know, the first Okage can actually what do you call it? It can actually reinforce Asura. So that's pretty interesting in my opinion. Um, I would click the let's see, chakra blade. No, he doesn't have a weapon. Asura sleevelet. Okay, so there we go. Asura, Asura, Asura. Okay, so now Truth Seeking Ball Asura. Ninshu robe. Ninshu lining. Asura's feet mark. Okay, so it looks like he has. Okay, there we go. So 5 items, I guess. Okay, Will of Fire. I can do that. Probably shouldn't, but I can definitely do that. So let's see what we can get. And there we go. So all of them tier 4. Upgrade them to the max. Upgrade to the max. I still got their skills, the skill for Asura, but I'm not probably more than likely not gonna get gold anytime soon. And it looks like you do need diamond for it to get like his full skills, which is pretty cool. And that's another thing. Like Asura is reinforced by Hashirama, so that's pretty fucking awesome. And let me try something. Okay, there we go. Oh yeah, Hashirama reinforces Asura, Naruto reinforces Asura, and both of those can actually go to Diamond Reborn. So that's pretty interesting in my opinion. So for example, deploy reinforcements, and like we can deploy now. Where's this mofo? Oh yeah, I have him in my which is actually interesting now that I think about it, because okay, so get him out, and okay, get him out. Okay, so deploy. And where is he? What the hell? Or is it the Asura that can reinforce? Okay, let's put that in, take that off. And okay, it's Asura that can reinforce Naruto and Hashirama. Whoops. My bad. Huh. Either way, that's pretty cool because they do get a nice reinforcement buff. So that should be interesting. Let's see. Although Ashura himself does not seem to be weak at all. Like, at all, to be honest. Like the truth seeking balls, After the reuse the skill Rasengan, deal damage to the front row. So that's that. There's that. Then I think there's another one that gives another skill. Yeah, see. Add two several thousand hands and one wood clone after a normal attack. And then the clear your own damage debuff and immune to debuff for 1 round. Basically, it's like Naruto's and Hashirama's debuffs, but the passive skill should be pretty interesting. Although I don't think I can equip it to anybody right now because I do need Asura, and something else. But let me go ahead and check this out. Let's see, what can the skill itself do? So the skill itself for Asura is pretty nice. But let's see. Okay, so wind release tornado. Release a skill after a skill you get skill damage probably to make a teammate block the next damage. Debuff can take effect. Okay, so it's basically a shield. And then the skill, the Nine Tails Truth Seeking Ball. Dealing you 2 damage to all enemies and add 1 Nine Tails Chakra with probability and weaken 2 enemies round clearing enemies buff. That's pretty useful. To be honest, I'm mostly excited for the actual skill for Asura because it looks like it's pretty interesting because it looks like it can put up like barriers. So yeah, see? Oh shit, okay. That's a decent amount of damage. So or Sengun, Big Ball, Arbitrary, Spinning Rasengan, and then like another. Okay, 13 million worth of damage. That's not so bad. This would actually be a really good card for like beginners, but you actually have to drop quite a bit of uh gold just to get it purple card if you want to get it like, directly. And I mean, like keep in mind though, like for all that gold that I just spent, like I didn't even finish the event. Oh, I did. Huh. Wait, did I get a reborn Hashirama? Not a reborn, I mean a purple card Hashirama. Oh, I didn't. That sucks. Sucks to be me. So let's see. Let's see. Okay, cool. We got that. We got that. Okay. Yeah, so there's gonna be an Indra card for the like to match up like this particular card. Which is interesting again because I mean getting the Indra card, it seems like there's gonna be a combination card between Asura and Indra, which should be interesting. Particularly because Indra and Asura are brothers essentially. And again, the skill is not bad, like here. So I took that fairly easily. Let's see if it can take on confrontation of new and old. Probably not though, considering like okay, there we go, sound protection. That's because of Gara though. Oh shit, it actually did it. Oh, and you can get summer packs. That's cool. Replay. So okay. Sound protection. Unsealed healing, Rasengan. Okay. Oh shit, it's like a second attack, but that can do damage to everybody. That's cool. And okay, so big ball. Oh, it stuns the entire enemy. Oh shit, okay. Wait, these guys are unstunnable. Or they weren't, so it's something else. Okay, yeah, so this raped him. Like this guy raped him pretty badly. So that's pretty awesome actually. I think like solo can actually it might be able to solo Nagato, although okay, sand protection. Okay, dodge that. Arbitrary, and then unsealed healing, Rasengan. Oh, dude, like this card's pretty beast. Like because of the items, like it adds shields on from like Hashirama just because, and not only that, but it adds ninjutsu buffs, and again, not only that, but like it can actually stun cards that are not supposed to be stunned, as far as I can tell. Although it could just be a different debuff, like another debuff, but under a different name. Like if he can stun Itachi, then yeah, this thing's pretty. And it raped Itachi. But let's see. Let's give it a go with. Okay, here. This should give me an idea of just how much like damage it can do, I guess. Okay, sun protection. Obviously, sun protection is not part of this. But okay, arbitrary ball. Yeah, it's stunned Itachi, so that's a different debuff altogether, which is pretty interesting. Um, Yeah, it heals itself and then it like releases attacks. So I mean, obviously it can't solo this here because I mean it's not that powerful, but it does have the nice Hashirama clones, which do look to be fairly useful. Although I do doubt that it's like for the entire team, which yeah, it's probably not for the entire team. But the skill itself is pretty powerful. Deal ninjutsu damage with ninjutsu attribute to all enemies. Release skill and barrier to kill and barrier to all enemies with high probability. Stun enemies 2 rounds and decrease shock recovery for 5 rounds. Um, yeah, it only has one skin. Okay, cool. I was scared for a moment that it would freeze my game, but it didn't, thankfully. Um, so here we go. So let's see. In the future, the Indara will be coming soon, and the combo card will be coming soon. So to get Indara, you need to get 50 Asura souls, 30 Sage Chakra, and 1 Hagidomo's Will, and you can synthesize 1 Asura. And then if you have Asura Bronze, you're going to get 10 Toad Sage times 10, level 6 Pure Scroll Package. If you have Silver, Toad Sage times 20, Refining Bag times 20, Bloodline Stone times 100. If you have them gold, you're going to get the Asura's Mark times, Asura's Mark tier 3. The diamond, if diamond, you'll get Will of Fire times 100. And then like Hashirama stuff with like normal stuff, like, Will of Fire, several thousand hands, third Hokage scroll, refining material, the first Hokage, and all that crap. Yeah, this card is pretty good, especially if you can get it, especially for a beginner. Not as good as Hashirama, mind you, but it is still pretty decent. Um, and like it's just interesting because you can get 6 path chakra, you can get all 6 powerful scrolls times 10, Toad Sage times 10, Asura Soul, Hagudomo's Will. So yeah, I mean the Otsutsuki secret key should be interesting to deal, and then like yeah, it's basically the new Hashirama, and it does reinforce Naruto and Hashirama, which I'm fairly sure that Ashura is gonna get up pretty high, so that should be interesting to get. Um, yeah, I mean this is pretty fucking sweet to be honest. And the best part that quite honestly that I like and like I really do like really really like about this is the fact that what do you call it? Um, should I put this on? Take that off of him. Okay, there we go. So basically, like Asura, if you are high enough level or like you can, this guy's free to play. Technically, like same technicality that Hashirama's free to play, which is very hard, like extreme difficulty. Like it's gonna take you a good half a year to a year just to get this particular card in purple form. But either way, it's like it's free, And I mean, players like me who already invested quite a bit, and but who oh hey, Force of Union Hamura. But players like me who invested quite a bit, but like just have gold that was piling up, like I can invest in this and like save up and just get a Otsutsuki clan keys. So that's interesting. Let's see. So resurrection, that's like the zombie trials. To be honest, the reason I'm gonna do these is because I want to finish up my Tobirama, which I actually can't get it to diamond now because I was impatient and I went for the Otsutsuki clan keys, but the ancient wars should be interesting. So there you go, big bar Terry. So it's basically the same dungeon with just like a different rewards. So yeah, like there is really no difference, like all powerful scrolls. And let's see, how many drops does it take? Okay, 1/6 path chakra. That's cool. Yeah, it should be interesting to see just how many things that I get. But yeah, see, okay, for example, like this is one of the features that would be pretty nice from like what's it called? Dang it, what's it called? From Dungeon Link, like just the ability to like do this repeatedly over and over. Like just have it be automated. Like I'm not asking for like a skip tokens on this, which it would be nice if you could, but like just have it be like have a little option to repeat, like maybe somewhere around here, but like not replay but actually repeat, and just leave it until either you run out of stamina or you run out of tries, and that would just save up like maybe not time because you could probably even be faster if you do it yourself, like just by skipping and stuff. But like it would okay, I got an Asura, a chakra, or something along those lines. It would just be a lot nicer to be able to, it'd just be easier. It'd just be more AFKable, because while this game, like I said, like this game is good, but like it's not one of the most engaging games when it comes to gameplay. Like you let it go and then it fights, and it's pretty automated from there. But like it doesn't really help you. Like excuse me, once you let it go, like it can it can definitely okay, it can definitely go, but like I said, it won't you can't really affect it once it starts. And like, I mean, it's nice that you can skip these, because these are so much faster now that you can skip it. Because I remember, I'm fairly sure, like the other ones, the zombie trials beforehand, you weren't able to skip it. Like, just doing this, like you would have to wait for it to finish, and being able to do this does go a lot faster. Um, but an automated, or even a, like, skip, like we have in the normal ones, it'd be pretty nice. And the drop rate seems pretty abysmal for like any of the chakras. Like I think I only got one six path chakra and like three Asura chakras, and I'm already like a good 30 tries into this, 40 tries nearly. Like I think I'm at 35 tries. Um, so I'm not gonna recharge. I actually might be inclined now to do Ninja World War, just because this is a little interesting. Like I do want to get Indra, I do want to get Asura, and like maybe the combo card's free, or like maybe I don't know. We'll see how it goes with that. But like it's just interesting because like Asura is essentially a combination of Hashirama and Naruto. It's got Naruto's Rasengan, it's got Hashirama's healing abilities. Um and it also has like Naruto, not Naruto's, but what's his name? Minato's Rasengan ability. If you saw that, like it releases second attack. I oh, it also well, yeah, like I said, it has the healing abilities from Hashirama. It's got the wood clone abilities from Hashirama. Um, the weapon itself, like it's pretty cool. Like truth seeking orbs, like that's pretty fucking awesome. Although I'm not quite sure that's really canon, just because of the fact that I don't think that Asura invented Rasengan. I think it was Minato, unless they retcon it. But yeah, I think it was Minato who came up with the Rasengan, and then like caught, like from watching the Tailed Beast, like their Tailed Beast ball. Yeah, okay, so the Asura souls do seem to be a little more common, but it does look like the Hagurumo's will is pretty rare. Also, the six path chakra is pretty rare. I think I've only gotten two in the entire all of these tries that I've done. And yeah, like I said, a Soul seems a little more accurate, a little more common. But either way, it does look like you're going to be coming out with like getting toad sages, like scrolls and stuff like that. So you might be better off trying to recharge if you're really that impatient. But if you're patient enough, and if you like, you can save up enough gold just to get enough keys, and maybe you're done with Tobirama, Hashirama, um like with those two guys from the zombie trials, like this could be a great next project for like a free to play player, or just a player who doesn't want to spend any money on these and is patient enough to get them. There is going to be, I think that there is a new collection with Hashirama and Asura. Both of them should be diamond as far as I know. Let me go ahead and check. Yeah, okay, see, yeah, see, so Hashirama and Asura, that's pretty cool. The bonus itself seems to be pretty good. Like 20k ninjutsu attack, 20k genjutsu attack, 10k dodge, 10k hits, 25k HP. That's a significant, bonus. Um, and yeah, I really can't stress this enough. It is really, really nice that they made this free-ish, you know? Like really, really nice. I would have been rather disappointed if they would have like stuck with fucking oh, what's it called? Like making it an auction card, which, considering who it is like Ashura, like while not a main character, it is one of those like obscure, like really cool characters that like a lot of people would pay a lot of money for. Like it's just nice that you have a card like this, and that's on a pretty big technicality free, you know? Not only that, but it does look like Ashura can actually use the shadow clones. Oh no, he can't. But let's see, it can use. It's got Sage Art Wind. It's got Ninetales, so I could probably use the Demon Fox Cloak. Um, and it's a little weird that it has the Ninetales actually. Let me go ahead and look through here. Yeah, okay, so yeah, see, Ninetales Chakra Body, so Asura can probably use that because of the Sage mode and Sage Art Wind. I don't think it can use True Several Thousand Hands because it does not. Asura does not have the wood. Oh, it does have the wood release, but not the first Hokage's wood release because it is a different thing. I did try to get yeah, see the wood release Shodai or the first. Yeah, it's not the same. You can probably put actually Kaguya's. Oh no, you can't. I was gonna say you could probably put Kaguya's bloodline. Actually, you can. Because of the Yin release, you could probably do that and like just not Kaguya's, but Gengetsu's the shield, not the shield, but the damn whatchamacallit, the Gengetsu's clam thing, summoning monkey technique. Yeah, there we go. Um, yeah, actually, as far as I can tell, the best bloodline, if you're just looking for stat wise, would be the Force of Yin Yang Hamura. Ashura is a very close second with like Ninetales coming in third, and then everything else is just everything else. Um, to be certain, like these bloodlines, like considering all these bloodlines that are here, like this is not the best. Like these skills that were just released, they are by no means the best skills that are going to come out for this particular card. Again with like Indara, in which again like this Ashura was concentrated on like teamwork and like buffing and stuff. Indara is a lot more like Sasuke, so Indara is probably going to be Madara and Sasuke reinforcement, so that's going to be pretty cool. So let's try to get through this real quickly with like just skipping as hard as I can. So we got 141 more tries. Yeah, I mean, the video hopefully won't cut off because it does have a habit of doing that. But either way, I feel like I got most of what I needed to say off rather early. I know I didn't say anything like for the recharge, but so when it comes to Hashirama in general, recharging is not the best idea, just because you really don't get any actual cards. You get the components to make up the cards, like you get Broken Mask, Six Path Chakra. But yeah, like I said, you generally don't get that. Like at 10k, you're barely getting like the first tier 5 item. Um, yeah, I mean, oh, you get a tier 5 item beforehand, but either way, like it's still pretty fucking pricey. And this thing goes all the way up to 30k. And at that point, it's just really like Ashura Soul and Six Path Chakra, Hakudamo's Will. You literally recharge 30k and you have like two Asuras, like enough components for two Asuras, possibly three Asuras. But either way, it's like it's not worth it. Like it's if you unless you're like somebody who's like I have to have this because it reinforces my Hashirama and my Naruto, and it's like I need to have this for Diamond. I guess that could work out, but at the end of the day, again, like this event's probably gonna come up soon again, just because like they just teased that, like they said, oh yeah, Indara's coming up fairly soon, so like be ready, and especially with the combo card. So the trial itself is definitely gonna come back for sure, um, which I just for sure, like for sure. But anyways, like I said, it's gonna come back, so don't really trip if you can't participate. Quite honestly, do focus on Hashirama first because Hashirama is a lot more useful just because of the what do you call it? The Hobie technique, and its part in just doing just as a support, like support role that it has as damn, what's it called? The support role that it has as part of the overclocking thing. Um when it comes to dealing damage. But otherwise, Asura's just a pretty cool card. The skill itself, like I said, like it's amazing. It can stun enemies that cannot usually be stunned. Um, the items are pretty useful. They have like he has like three extra special abilities: Rasengan to attack, wood clones with normal attack, and what do you call it? Like healing and unsealing, and just like getting rid of any debuffs that Asura may have. I've never been too sure if it's Asura or Ashura. I'm fairly sure I've heard that it's Asura more often than not. But I'm not quite sure. But yeah, I mean, for those of you who don't know, which it's probably a rather small amount of you, Asura is the Sage of Six Paths son, along with Indra. So it's basically like, um, Asura is like, no, Naruto is like the reincarnation of Asura, and what do you call it? Indra is a reincarnation. No, Sasuke is a reincarnation of Indra. And what happened is that these two, when the Sage of Six Path or Totsuki Hagoromo died, or was just about to die, he decided like who would be leading the clans between the two of them. Either it would be Asura, which was the youngest idiot son essentially, or Indra, who was the oldest and prodigy, like the talented son. Um, and they had two different beliefs in how peace could be achieved. Indra believed that it would be through force and power, whereas Asura believed through peace and working together and all that, like camaraderie and teamwork and all that crap. Um, in the end, the Sage of Six Paths chose Asura, and Indra like kind of lost his shit, did not like the decision, and so essentially he decided to attack Asura to like prove he was the best and shit. And Indra like I think killed his two best friends or some shit. That's mostly filler, but like from what I know for certain, like Indra just fought Asura, um, essentially for almost all of time, or like because even after they died, their chakra remained like a ghost of their chakra remained, and it would choose like two people like two people whose characteristics, man, that was hard to say, why, like two people whose personalities fit, and like just circumstances fit, Indra and Asura. Like for Naruto, was a bit of an idiot and still is a bit of an idiot, but relied on other people who made him stronger, like teamwork and camaraderie and all that crap again. Whereas Sasuke, is more like Indra, who was a prodigy, got everything came easy to him. He was the best at everything, and like naturally talented, better liked, and all that crap. But believed in power, like with Sasuke, the whole avenging thing and killing Itachi, all that crap. So yeah, it would choose like for example, the generation before Naruto and what do you call it? And Sasuke would have been not Itachi. It would have been fairly sure it would have been Kakashi and Obito. That was before Obito got fucked up. Um, and then before that, I do believe it was Danzo. No, it wasn't Danzo and Hiruzen because Hiruzen was talented from like the beginning. But for sure, like one of the reincarnations was Madara and was Hashirama. And Madara and Hashirama, well, Madara was Hagoromo as well, sweet. Madara was shit that like took 130 tries, and I'm fairly sure I got semi lucky. But anyways, Madara was Indara's reincarnation, whereas Hashirama was Asura's reincarnation, which, considering, I don't think that really makes sense because Hashirama, even as a kid, while semi idiotic, was still fairly talented. Like, he was still, like, praised, like, he was still powerful, you know? Which kind of doesn't fit with, like, the whole narrative of having him just be so weak, I guess. Um, well, he was supposed to be weak and like bumbling compared to Madara, but wasn't really. He was actually Madara's equal and even stronger than um Madara more often than not. But yeah, I mean, that's really about it. Just gonna keep quiet now. Finish these tries. I might make a video fairly soon. Still caught up in Duel Links. It's still fairly fun, but yeah. Again, very fun, very nice touch on the developers. Like on making Asura fairly um accessible for like higher level players, I guess, and like top higher up players. Obviously, it's not very helpful for like lower level players, but either way, these guys are in it for the money, and it's almost like it's a reward for higher level players to be able to do that for quote unquote free. Still a lot of work to do, but it's free ish. But yeah, that's really about it. On my end, I'm gonna be quiet fairly soon. So yeah, leave a like if you liked it, leave a dislike if you don't. I appreciate you watching, and we'll see when I come up with a new video. Like it was mostly the most one of the bigger reasons I made this video is because this is interesting. Essentially, this is new. Like this is not a rehashed event, which I mean, if I was really being critical, like it's not a new idea, but it is a new card, and it is another like it's nice. It's newer. It's updated essentially. It's like an updated Hashirama. So that's nice, and it's again semi free, so that's always good. So let me be quiet, and as soon as we finish up with like these last 47 well 45 tries, we'll show how many items of like six path chakras I got and Asura's chakra, or yeah, Asura soul, and then I think I got one or two Hagedom as well. I know for sure that I got one. And I keep on saying I'm gonna be quiet, but I really hate silence for whatever reason. Okay, and there we go. Oh yeah, which reminds me, considering the thoughts that I were rummaging around in my head, um, what do you call it? The active skill seems actually pretty powerful because it does get rid of enemies debuffs, and yeah, that actually seems really good. All things considered, because some enemies have some pretty stupidly overpowered debuff or buffs, and that skill could get rid of the enemy's buffs. Although all things considered, more often than not, when those buffs are triggered, it does make most of them immune to buffs, basically, which is good and bad at the same time, I suppose. It just kind of is. Also, it's actually pretty interesting that Asura has a few bloodlines very similar or like that are the same to like Kaguya and Zetsu. Like the yin chakra that would release. It's just interesting, to be honest. Like not only that, but like the Ninetales to me seems a little weird just for him to have like the chakra, but maybe that's some filler that I missed. Okay, 21, almost there. And again, like kudos on the devs for fixing the whole skip feature. I'm not quite sure how long it's been available, but it's very nice. A lot better than before when you would just kind of have to wait for it to finish up and just wait. Like this would have literally taken like twice as long had I not skipped all these. Makes it a lot more bearable having to go through like 210 tries, whereas beforehand, like fairly sure this is what 10-20 minutes, you know, maybe even 30. Could have been worse, could have been an hour. And I'm gonna have to finish this soon because I'm starting to feel sleepy. Okay, so 19, 12, 13, well 13, 12, and skip. Come on, don't fucking lag on me now, I swear to god, you fucker. There we go. Suruga, this is gonna be like Tokudama and Hashirama all over again, where like I'm gonna have like a fuck ton of like Hashirama souls or Indara souls left, but like it's gonna be the sixth path chakra that's gonna fuck me over. Just watch. And like I'm not quite sure, and don't quote me until I find out the exact figures in a little bit. But it does seem like you're gonna need, depending on your luck, like you're gonna need 2 or maybe 3 days just to get one card. Because in 210 tries, I know for sure I did not get like 30 Indara, but I know for sure I didn't get like 30 what's it called, I see like Hagoromo as well. I got 14 Asura Soul and 12 Sixth Path Chakra. Like just on the Ashura Soul, like you're gonna need 3, maybe 4 days if you're lucky. 4 days if you're lucky. No, 3 days if you're lucky. 4 or 5 days if you're not, just to get enough Asura Soul. Whereas the Sixth Path Chakra actually seems to be a little more common, which is nice. Very, very nice. Kudos on that. And yeah, Hagoromo as well. Like I got one in 210 tries. So I should tell you just how rare it is for me at the very least. Maybe I was unlucky. Yeah, it's really about it for this particular video. I got a bunch of toad sages, I got a bunch of other stuff, but I mean, meh. But yeah, that's pretty cool. The truth seeking balls, pretty nice. Some nice taijutsu and ninjutsu defense. Gives an extra 30k hit and 48k attack, ninjutsu attack to Asura. Then the ninjutsu Rove gets 67k ninjutsu defense and 72k ninjutsu attack, tier 4. And then if you equip it to Asura, it gives them an extra 42k and 47k ninjutsu attack. And I don't know what the 42k is for, but it does add the skill which lets you do a normal attack, and it provides you with 2 true several thousand hands and 2 wood clones, so that's nice. Then there's the Ninshio lining, which gives you 74k hit, 71k stamina, and then if you equip it to Asura, he gets an extra 42k ninjutsu attack, 51k HP, and also gets the ability to clear damage debuff and makes him immune to debuff for 1 round and recovers his own HP by 30 rounds. Then there's the Asura's feet mark, and it just gives him 71k stamina and 73k ninjutsu defense level 105. And then if you equip it to Asura, he gets an extra 46k ninjutsu defense and 45k HP, which is a nice bonus. Then you have Asura sleevelet, which gives him 71k ninjutsu attack, 71k stamina, and if you equip it to Asura, he gets an extra 46k HP and 52k ninjutsu attack. So that's about it for this video. No, this is a second outro, but I'll see you guys later. Bye.